Well, I came out here to check the trap for my bait fish in my swimming pool, but looks like I caught my bluegill instead. I gotta let this one out. Be right back. I mean, I'm sure this design has already been implemented and probably been redefined, but I made this little trap out of some hardware cloth. Even put a little door on the back. Made it pretty easy to extract that fish, actually. But what you see here is I think an 18-foot wide Coleman swimming pool. It's even got the little windows on the side. We neglected this pool after the Hurricane Helene happened, and a couple trees came in here, dented it and hit it, and it kind of messed some things up. And it turned green. And I was like, it already looks like a pond. Why don't I just put fish in it, right? Every Southerner's dream. You walk outside, you have a fish pool. Get in it if you want to, shit. But we got some little bait fish over here. I don't know if I can get them on camera. You can see them right there. I caught 2 sizable golden shiners out of a creek about big as my hand. And I was like, I know they're invasive and I know people hate them in their ponds, but I know they would do really good, to kind of set the ecosystem. So I got those. They immediately bred. I mean, how lucky was I to get those 2 fish that would immediately breed like that? So got those. They came in here, spawned like hundreds of babies. And they're down low right now because it's kind of hot out here. Let's see if I can find them in the sunshine. There's a few of them right there. Like I said, they're all down low right this minute. And I also, after I had the little ecosystem with the golden shiners built up down here and a couple hundred fish, I took out some of the shiners, used them for bait, like you're supposed to. And then I placed in about 5 or 6 bluegill, actually. Maybe more. I think I had about 9, but then I had 2 floaters. And I don't know if others made it. So I'm just saying I for sure know I have 5 of them. And they're doing really well. I haven't seen no floaters. And the fish population's been down pretty, the little bait fish. Let's see if I can get them to come up here. A giant bass is going to come up here and eat my finger. You see there's a few of them right there. And after the bluegill wasn't really eating much of the bait fish, which was expected, So I put about a 6-inch bass in there. The bluegill are already about that big. And I figured a 6-inch bass wouldn't eat the bluegill. He would be more focused on eating all the bait fish. And so far for the past 3 weeks to a month, that's been working out really well. So there's a good photo right there if I can get it on camera. There's a lot of them right there. But I have a few different things in here for shade. I don't know if y'all remember those like theater plasma televisions from like the early 2000s that were huge. Well, if you remove the plastics from it, you get this giant like television shroud looking thing right here. And I figured that was a good shade for the fish. I'm doing everything on a budget here. I don't really care. And the stairs that were originally in the pool, just kind of pushed them out there. It'll do its thing. The sticks that were already in the pool, I left them in there. This has nothing in it. It's just kind of just floating around. And then I threw a tote in there. So it's decently shaded, especially with all the pine trees. You can kind of see the reflection of the pine trees. Yeah, it's pretty shaded. It's a nice little project. I don't know really what you want to call it. I like it. This is so stupid, but it's so funny. I'm thinking about getting some buckets of sand. Probably about, 150 pounds worth, maybe 200 pounds worth of sand. I have a crap ton of it out here in this driveway I got. But just laying it down for the bluegill, because sometimes, well, not sometimes, all the time, bluegill like to spawn in their little tiny pools, their little tiny beds. So I'm probably going to get some sand in here just in case, they want to spawn. There's some, you can kind of see them maybe. There's so many of them giant shiners. But this is kind of a, yeah. I need some ideas. What should I do? And remember, I'm trying to do everything here on a budget. So if you want to fund something, you look at my description or on my channel bio. And yeah, this is just a little 18-foot Coleman pool, just with fish in it. Nothing special, just out in the middle of the woods in God's country. Gotta love it. Man, that tree's dead. Beyond dead. Got no top in it dead. There's still some twisted up trees like that one right there. Still pretty twisted up from the hurricane. I'm surprised that one of all things didn't bust though. Having that 3 top. Yeah. Anyways.